Look at you, twitching in the dirt like a common street pest. Crow, was it? A fitting name for a creature that spends its life looking for scraps of meat in the shadow of real warriors. You're not a predator. You're a garbage eater with delusions of grandeur. Did you hear that sound? That delightful crunch? That was the sound of your wing being permanently grounded. Tell me, you pathetic bird brain, how does the dirt taste? Is it as good as the worms you eat? Go ahead, flap your broken wing, give me a show. Try to catch the thermal with that dangling useless limb. You're not a bird of prey. You're just a flightless dome-doe waiting for the butcher's knife. I am a Saiyan prince. I am a soaring eagle of destruction. And you're just you're a poopy little pigeon. Wait, poopy? Did I really just... I've been spending far too much time around Kakarot's brat. That was arguably the least intimidating thing I've ever... Oh, never mind. Take this... Poopy pigeon. Gaverage? I've heard some pathetic titles in my time, but this is a new low. You've actually gone and branded yourself with your own mediocrity. Most fools at least attempt to hide their insignificance behind a wall of bravado, but you've built a shrine to it. Average. Ha! It's almost poetic, isn't it? A name that screams second place. A name for the man who was never the strongest, never the fastest, but always there, occupying space, taking up oxygen that a real warrior could be using. You aren't even a failure, because failure requires the ambition to try for something greater. You are simply the baseline, the adequate, the participation trophy of the universe. Do you know what we did to average soldiers on planet Vegeta? We sent them to the furthest, most desolate corners of the galaxy to clear out the refuse, because that's all they were fit for. And here you stand, offering me a name that suggests you're proud of being just enough to get by. Look at me! I am the pinnacle! I am the ceiling that you will never even glimpse from your comfortably middle-of-the-road existence. Challenging me isn't an act of courage, Gaverage. It's a statistical impossibility. You're a rounding error in the face of a god. Prepare yourself. I'm going to hit you with just enough force to end this. It wouldn't feel right to use an extraordinary amount of power on someone so standard. So this is the mighty warrior the universe has been whispering about? I've traveled across galaxies, crushed civilizations, and traded blows with gods. And I find myself standing across from you. I asked for your name, expecting something that carried the weight of your lineage. A name that sounded like the crack of a whip, or the roar of a supernova. And what do you give me? Steve. Steve! Tell me, Steve, does your name strike fear into the hearts of your enemies? Does the mere mention of it make the weak tremble and the strong reach for their blades? No. It sounds like a man who spends his days counting stock or tending to a patch of miserable dirt. It is the name of staggering, monumental mediocrity. It is the name of a man who fades into the background of his own life. Look at me. I am the Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans. My very name is a decree of royalty and power. You have the audacity to challenge a prince while saddled with the name that sounds like a cough in a quiet room. It's an insult. It's a waste of my elite heritage to even stain my gloves with the blood of a Steve. What's next? Will you regale me with your tales of your legendary accountancy? Will you threaten me with the fury of your mild-mannered neighbors? Don't just stand there gaping at me. If you're going to die today, at least try to die with more dignity than your pathetic name suggests. Now move, Steve. Or don't, it makes no difference. A pebble by any other name is still something I'll crush beneath my heel. Stand up, you miserable worm! I can't even look at you without feeling a sense of secondhand embarrassment. Shu? That is your name? Surely the inhabitants of this pathetic rock have reached a new low in creativity. You are named after a piece of leather that people use to trample through the dirt, an item that exists solely to be stepped on, dragged through the mud, and occasionally chewed by a dog. A shoe. An item so insignificant, it's literally beneath me. I am the Prince of all Saiyans, and I find your very existence an insult to... Wait. My wife, Bulma. Bloomers? My son, Trunks. My daughter, Bulla. Brar? Wait. My entire household is a walking department store advertisement for undergarments. How did I not see this? I've been living in a house literally named after briefs for years. Oh, the humiliation, the sheer, unadulterated absurdity of it all. Oh, Kakarot will never let me live this down. Kakarot? Carrot? And Radish? And Vegeta. Vegetable! My entire race! The most fearsome warriors in the galaxy! We aren't a dynasty! We're a projectile! I'm not the prince of a fallen empire! I'm the prince of a salad bar! And Nappa was a cabbage! Is this why Frieza laughed at us? Were we just a snack to him? I've spent my entire life screaming about my superior bloodline, and it turns out my heritage is a garnish! The legendary Super Saiyan race is just a piece of broccoli! I'm no prince! My pride, my everything gone, reduced to a stir-fry.